So, what are we doing today? Today we're going to sow some seeds. We're going to overwinter some seeds in preparation for the spring. So I just have a few systems in place so that I'm just a little bit more organized for the gardening season. I have, I call them flippin' cards, and I used to study using flashcards, and so I kind of made up some really quick little flashcards about companion planting, like what goes with what. And then to make sure I don't confuse things, on my little greenhouse containers here that a lot of people use, these are milk jugs, of course, I just put peppers and basil because those are companion plants. And so, you know, I have it right here on my little card. Peppers go with basil, they go with onions, they go with spinach and tomatoes. So, and it's just as important to know what plant doesn't go with what plant, because they will not encourage growth. And also, like potatoes and tomatoes, for instance, they're both very heavy feeders, and they're also, the bugs that they attract are similar. So it's almost like monocropping. You're putting the same type of plant next to the same type of plant, so the pests are drawn to that area in general. So along with thinking about companion planting, you also have to think about what not to put together as well. So because I know what seeds I ordered, and I don't have them all in by any stretch, I made my little cards just on what I know that I'd like to plant and what I'll be purchasing in the future, or what's actually already on order. So I just made up some little cards. I mean, that's a little nerdy, I know, but so be it. So, you know, I just said onions and what onions can go with, and then these are peas. So with peas, you have to be careful not to plant garlic or onions with, but these up here in this corner you can plant with. And these are just my own cards. I mean, you can go online and search for a number of different companion plantings. The Farmer's Almanac has a site. There's cute little cards you can actually buy that push in and out. But I just, you know, made up some cards. That way, if I ruin it, because my hands are always dirty when I'm in the soil, it's okay. I'll just make up a new batch real quick. This literally took me about 5 minutes to construct, and it was kind of fun. And if you're homeschooling kids, I mean, this is a great little exercise. You know, they do a little art, they do a little learning about what plants go together, and then they come out and plant some seeds and watch the garden grow. You know, I can't imagine anything better as a learning lesson. So that's what we're doing today. We're just kind of sorting through the different seeds. I'll be busy here with what I have, which is primarily peppers. So with my peppers, I'll plant some basil, and I gotta save back a little basil because basil and tomatoes go well together. But it also says that, you know, tomatoes in themselves can be planted with peppers and onions. And so the one thing you have to worry about is onions in general. Don't plant onions next to any kind of bean, pole or bush beans or peas. And so there's just like things to consider. From what I can tell, melons don't really have an enemy plant to plant with, or like a non-synergistic type of companion plant. And then there's also like the Three Sisters, of course, where you plant the corn with the squash and the beans crawl up the stalk of the corn, and in return, the beans, I believe, one of the two, either the beans or peas, are nitrogen fixers, and since corn's a really heavy nitrogen eater, that's all beneficial. So that's what we're doing today. We're just playing in the dirt a little bit, kind of sorting through the seeds, getting ready for spring, because when spring comes, you really want to have your seeds already up. And these little greenhouses, you know, you plant your seeds in the dirt, then I mark them so I don't get confused. I usually can identify the plant, but not always. And then you tape this shut, and you just place it outside, and then you can water it through the spout. And that's all there is to it. And it's, you know, it's a free container. So the only thing you're out is really your soil, unless you have some compost ready, which of course I don't have compost ready yet because I just got that free mulch from the tree trimmers that were going up and down the block. So I kind of cheated a little bit and I just bought some organic soil from the store. I actually didn't buy this particular one. It was a garage sale find, so it was really cheap. So of course I purchased it because I know I was going to garden. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. So if you aren't preparing to garden, start preparing, start ordering those seeds. I noticed that the place that I order from, True Leaf, when I was looking the week prior, they had more variety available, and now their seeds are selling out. So I have a feeling that seeds are going to get real popular because of the whole egg crisis that's going on and some shortages in places and just inflation in general. People are going to, you know, and nothing beats a homemade tomato anyway. So add to the comments what you're planting this spring or early spring, pre-spring, I guess I should say, and what you've seen that works well together. Thank you. And oh yeah, don't forget to maybe share with some friends or hit the like button. Bye-bye.